Well, it's a sad day for Rutherford. Looks like they've put the Willams Center up for auction. Hello, folks. Good guy Glenn here, the Viking Realtor. And today's a pretty somber day for Rutherford, New Jersey. After months of talking about it, Bergen County has put the Willams Center up for auction. It's not a surprise. They talked about doing it for a long time. And now it is here. The movie theater down in the basement has been opened for years. I've seen a lot of movies here. The pandemic didn't help an already bad situation with the Willams Center, since a lot of the only real money that was being brought in has been from this movie theater. My kids went last summer a bunch of times to the movies here, but a lot of people did not return to the movies out of fear because of the current situation. It was just a matter of time before, it just wasn't going to be a thing anymore. Cool little art installation put in right here. Nice. The theater here has been here since 1922. It was originally a burlesque show. Not exactly sure of the exact amount of people the auditorium holds, but it was opened 6 years ago, until plaster from the ceiling started falling and it was considered unsafe to use the facility anymore, and the doors have been closed ever since. I'll be honest with you folks, the place is in bad shape. As a guy who's worked construction most of my life, I went to school for structural engineering. This place would need a lot of money to save it. That being said, I don't believe it should be torn down. I have a history with theater. I worked with my high school theater. I was head of the lighting crew. I've always had an affinity for these old theaters. I was involved when they were going to close the Rialto in Richfield Park, which they eventually lost that battle, and now it's a Domino's Pizza. It's a shame. These old places are gone, and what they're building in their place, new movie theaters, new theaters, they do not compare to the grandeur of a place like the Willams Center. It's just a shame. In 1984, the county bought the Willams Center, and they had all these plans of turning it into an NJ-PAC, place I used to work, which was John Harm's Theater in Englewood. I worked for Vanco Lighting there, and that eventually became an NJ-PAC. So I have a history with these old theaters. The school I went to, Cresskill High School, for a small school, had such a beautiful theater. It had a large stage. It was really nice. But progress. The theater isn't modern. It doesn't have the modern amenities. It's not a disgusting box like everything else that's being built today. It's beautiful inside. It's being auctioned off now. There's no stipulations that this has to stay an entertainment complex, although there's rumor that that's in the contract. I asked around and it is not. Word on the street is this property is already spoken for. Who plans on tearing it down and building condominiums? I don't know the absolute everything about that. That's just scuttlebutt, that's just rumor, but that's what I hear. That there will not be a theater here and just condominiums. Rutherford doesn't have anyone to blame for the loss of the Willams Center but itself. The county wanted so bad to try to make this work. But how can you dump money into repairing this theater when there is no place to park? There's no place to park for this theater. When it was built in 1922, the majority of people who frequented this theater did not have cars. Parking was not an issue. The train station is literally a block away. And that's it. Then there was talks that they could turn this into a PAC, a Bergen County PAC, but they would have to develop the property, which is now the Parker, into a parking garage to accommodate the parking for Rutherford, for the Willams Center. We all saw how the Parker went. They gave them an insane tax deal for, redevelopment. Something that, in my opinion, and in the law, the way the law is written, they were not entitled to. But I'm not a lawyer. And what's done is done. The Parker is here, it's not going anywhere, and they will not be paying taxes for the foreseeable future. And when I say that, I don't mean that no taxes are paid, just not what me or you would pay if we were to build such a project. That being said, if you look at other towns, such as Montclair has the Westmont, which does not have parking either. The Westmont parks in lots that charge an event fee, sort of like that lot across the street. So there's not much parking at the Westmont either. And somehow they make it work. It's just a matter of nobody wants this theater to succeed. Developers are licking their chops to build another condo complex in town, and that's what they'll do. And there'll be no arts in this town. There'll be no place to have events in this town. This place could be great. You could do a lot here. You could bring in a theater company here and do community theater. You could do big events here, like a show, whether it be Broadway or concert venue or something. We see it being done everywhere. We see the old John Harms Theater, which is now the Englewood NJ PAC, Bergen County PAC. They do shows there. They do very well. And their parking situation isn't much better. There's no real parking there as well. So, when you hear people talk this, that, the other, no one put in any effort to save the Willams Center. It's a shame. People talked a big game, people talked, a lot about it, but in the end, nothing got done. No money was raised. No company came forward and said, we will help do the restoration and we'll do it at cost, or we will volunteer our time for a tax write-off. That's just not a thing in New Jersey. North Jersey suffers from a greed problem when it comes to downtown real estate like this. A developer would much rather snatch this up at auction, which is what's going to happen, knock this down and just build another monster condominium building here, further crowding downtown, further adding to parking problems, further overpacking the schools. And the town council, well, they're silent about it. You know, it is what it is. It's New Jersey politics, and it's what's happening all over Bergen County and in a lot of different places in the state. People don't care about the future of this building. That's my little rant. I just wanted to get that off my chest. It's a shame. This building is beautiful. I've had the privilege to be inside one time in my life in the actual main theater, and it is gigantic, and it would be great if some philanthropist would come forward and donate the money to make it a great community theater again. But I'm a realist. I've been in the real estate business a long time, either through construction or through being an agent, and it's not going to happen. And Rutherford will just lose another landmark. That's about it, folks. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think could have been done to save the Willams Center from the wrecking ball. Once again, this is Good Guy Glenn, the Viking Realtor. Thanks for watching.